Hi, this is Kim from San Diego Yoga Studio, and today we're talking to my good friend Holly.
Hi.
She's a realtor that works at Remaxx Pacific in San Diego. So if you're looking for property in San Diego, this is the person to see.
Thank you, Kim.
So we want to talk to Holly a little bit about how she got into real estate and her journey in yoga. So why don't you let us know what we want to hear?
So initially my degree was sociology.
Okay.
And I did not know what I was going to do with that degree. And actually my husband had suggested to me, he said, have you ever thought about doing real estate? And so I said, you know what, that actually might be a really good fit. So 25 years later, and I'm still, loving my job.
Well, I feel like sociology, you have to deal with a lot of different people in real estate and a lot of different, I'm sure, aspects of that can work into your career now.
Yep.
So, and it's also nice to have that degree to follow you around with your work, right?
Yeah.
So with your degree and your real estate,
Yes.
did you start here in San Diego or were you someplace else?
Actually, I got my license in Arizona. My husband and I moved here 10 years ago, and you're talking about for the real estate or the...
Well, yeah, just in general. So you did start in Arizona, and then you guys moved out here.
Correct. Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool. So now, how has your journey? So you did real estate. You're a very successful realtor, and like I said, she's helped us, and so she'll help you if you want some help with that.
Yeah.
So how has your journey through yoga? I know you've done other kinds of yoga, so why don't you tell us a little bit about your other experiences and what led you to come to the studio?
Yeah, I've tried the hot yoga. I've done the flow classes. I've been to several different studios, and what I found for myself is that I was being very inconsistent about going, and I think that a lot of times I wasn't getting the proper alignment and things that I needed to really be doing it the right way.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I had the opportunity to come into your studio, and I had never even heard about Iyengar, and I just instantly fell in love with holding the poses and really getting the tools that I needed, not only to come into the studio, but also to bring it into my home practice.
Nice. And so how has the practice helped you not only in your personal life, but also your professional life? Or has it? Maybe it hasn't. I don't know.
No, it definitely has. I think that, there can be, there's a lot of wonderful, fun parts of real estate, but there also obviously can be some stressful, during the negotiations or, people's expectations on things. And so having the skills that I've learned through yoga, obviously there's a physical aspect of it, but there's also the mental part that helps you too. So, having that and being able to remind myself as I go through maybe some of the challenges in real estate, I can incorporate and use those skills with my yoga to So
I like that you can calm yourself down in situations where you feel like on edge.
Yes.
And then you can sit up straight and go like, okay, it's going to be all right, and move through the situation instead of maybe like withdrawing into it.
Keeping that balance.
Right. And so physically, how has it made you feel physically as far as the practice? What's different because you tried the other ones and you said the alignment cues were good and how you felt like you got more instructions, but how has that changed your physicality maybe than the other yoga?
I think before I would just be in class, and then once I left, I didn't think about you've mentioned when you're standing in line at the grocery store or when you're driving in the car. And so I'm just a lot more aware throughout the day, how carrying myself and knowing too that I need to that it's important through the aging process to be physically fit, strong, and aware of how you carry yourself.
Oh, see, I love that. I love that it's the awareness. So when we practice Iyengar yoga, it builds an awareness in our bodies from the soles of our feet all the way to the top of our head. So when we are doing something, like you probably can see in this video where I was going like, oh my God, I'm slouching. Oh, I need to sit up straight. So
Yeah.
I think we start to understand ourselves a little bit better, and that's
Right.
a big part of, you know, just being a human on the planet and
Exactly.
being sensitive to not only our students, my students, or the people that you work with, so you can understand how to navigate, like you said, the situations in your workplace, but also physically
Right.
and mentally you're stronger and you're more aware of what's
Yes.
going on. So
Yeah.
that's a big plus, I
It
think.
is. It definitely is. It definitely is. I recommend you to everyone.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm so privileged to have people like you that come to the
Thanks, yeah.
studio and love it, because that's the point.
Yeah.
We want everyone to love this sustainable yoga practice.
Yes.
And my hope is during these videos that you'll see on YouTube that you'll get to meet some of our students and understand why they practice,
Mhm.
and maybe it'll be inspirational for you to come and practice with us, or start a yoga practice of any kind, really. I
Yeah.
feel like the more you practice yoga, the better you will feel, the better the world would be. So I want to thank Holly for being here
Thank you,
today.
Kim.
Thank you for coming in,
Yes.
and we'll all talk soon.
Right.
Okay.
Thank
Like
you.
and subscribe.